Good morning, friends. I welcome to the online course for BSc second year, semester 3. In previous lecture, we discussed different models of time series, that is additive model, multiplicative model and mixed model. These three models are already discussed in previous lecture. Now today we shall start the next topic, that is analysis of time series or measurement of secular trend. We already discussed in last two three lectures different components of time series, that is secular trend or simply trend, seasonal variation, cyclical variation and irregular variation. So these four components, based on we analyze the time series. The today topic is measurement of secular trend or simply trend. So this is analysis of time series. For in the following section, we shall discuss the various techniques for the measurement of different components. First one, measurement of secular trend. In measurement of secular trend, there are four methods are used for the calculation of trend. First one, graphical or also called as freehand curve fitting method. Second, semi-average methods. Third, method of curve fitting by principle of least squares. And last, method of Mohing average. We shall discuss one by one in brief. The first one, graphical method or freehand curve fitting method. This method is a very easiest and simplest method for calculating the measurement of trend. Simple, in this method, the data is denoted on graph paper. We take time on x-axis and data on y-axis. On graph, there will be a plot for every point of time. We make a smooth hand curve with the help of this plotted point. Graphical method or freehand curve, the following procedures of the graphic method. First, plot the time series data on graph. Draw a freehand smooth curve joining the plotted points and examine the direction of the trend based on the plotted point. And last, draw the straight line which will be passed through the maximum number of plotted points. For example, in this example, fit a trend line by the method of graphic or freehand curve for the following data. This is the data, year and sales. This is the data for the 7 year and corresponding is the sales. So how to, as per the procedure, here x-axis and y-axis. X-axis years and y-axis sales. So if we observe this data, the sales of 2000, the sales of the corresponding 30,000 and so on of the year 2007 to 2007, the corresponding sales is 65. If you observe again, the data is sometime increase, sometime again decrease. In 2002, the data again decrease, again increase and decrease. We plot these all the sales. First 2000, the sales of the 30, again 46, 25, up to same up to the 2007, that is 65,000 sales. So this oscillatory variation of the sales, this is the actual data or original data. This is the original data, and as per the procedure, this is the trend line, and this fluctuation is called the first one, that is graphical method or graphical method or freehand curve method. As per the component 1, that is secular trend or simply trend, the definition of secular trend or simply trend, the data either increases or decreases, in the long period of time, or sometimes it is stable or constant. So this is the simple first one method. Okay, another one example. This data, again graphic or freehand method, this data for the 1989 to 1996. This is the profit in 1000. In 1989, the profit is 1,048. This is the graph as per the solution, as per this procedure. In x-axis, here again profit in 1000. These all points are plotted in the graph paper and join this straight line, or this is the trend line, and this line shows the actual data. Okay, so every methods are drawbacks as well as merit and demerits is there. What are the merits of graphical method or freehand curve? This method is simple, flexible and easy to adopt, and again this method does not involve any mathematical equation, and last, this method gives a graph to understand the trend of component in the time series. Similarly, for the demerits, this method is not useful for the prediction purpose because it is highly subjective. It does not involve any mathematical methods. So these are the merit and demerits. Next method, the semi-average method. The semi-average method, these are the procedure. This data in semi-average method, the data is divided into two equal parts. In case of odd number of data or years, two equal part can be made simply by omitting the middle year in case of odd number of years or data. Second procedure, the average of each part is calculated, thus we get 2 points, means 2 semi-averages or averages. that is arithmetic mean. Third procedure, each point is plotted at a middle point, that is year, of each half. Join the two points by the straight line as per the previous method, that is graphic method. The straight line can be extended on either side. Last, this line is the trend line by the method of semi-average. All these procedure is called semi-average method. Or you can, for example, as per the procedure of semi-averages, for example, if we are given data from 1991 to 2008, that is 18 year, it means the data divided into two equal parts will be first 9 year. 18 year, that is divided into two part, means 9 year, that is 1991 to 1999. And from, this is the first part, and from 2002 to 2008. In case of odd number, the number of year like 9, 13, 17, 21 and so on, two equal part can be made simply by ignoring the middle year. For example, if we odd number, for example, odd number of year or data, if data are given for 19 years from 1919 to 2007, the two equal parts would be from 1990 to 1998, and from 2000 means middle, 2008, the middle year means 1999 will be ignored. This is the example for the semi-average method. Even number, this is the data for the year and production million ton. Data for 1989 to 1996. As per the procedure, this is the solution. This is the first part. This is the 8-year data. That is the even number distributed in equal part. Now the calculation of mean averages for every part. That is first one, the production 150, 152 and 153, and last 151. This is the first part divided by 4 because the 4 year. It means the sum of all is 606. That divided by 4 means it is this is the mean for arithmetic mean 151. This is the one average mean. Again second part, the 151 to 158, this second part divided by 4 means the sum of all observation divided by 4. The second part 261, 621 divided by 4 means 155.20. 25. This is the second part. As per the procedure, the divided into two part. One is arithmetic mean. Again, second is arithmetic mean. As per the x-axis and y-axis, the year and production. This is the one first arithmetic mean. Again, second arithmetic mean. This is the graphical method, semi-average method. And another one example, the odd method. It means this is the data for the odd, that is 7 year. We look here, this data. It will be leave of the middle year, means that is left of the, this 2003 is left on this data. Okay. This is the, we can, this two arithmetic mean. First one is